I like. Here, listen to this again. Wait, not that one. This one. There you go. So, mostly in the vein of I'm in the mood because of Baldur's Gate. And also in the vein of Isaac's going to be working on D&D, which means he's going to be sitting across from me when he eventually gets in here. We have decided that we are going to play some D&D. I mean, Pathfinder, it's the same shit. The basic gist, as far as I know about Pathfinder, don't quote me on this information because I did not do enough research, but from what I understand, Pathfinder was supposed to have been a licensed D20 product back when 3.5 was licensing out the D20 license, and then when Milton Bradley, I believe, got a hold of the license and revoked everyone's D20 licenses, they were in danger of losing all the content that they had created. In order to keep a hold of it, they restructured it, but still kept the same core and called it Pathfinder. What, honey?
Anthony and Ryu are the only ones here.
I know, but that's fine. I don't care. Why do you care?
I care.
Why?
Because you're muted.
I'm not muted. At all.
I'm joking.
I'm waiting for... Here we go. I'm waiting for this. So... I don't think we've played it. I'm following my heart. We will get back to Final Fantasy Tactics actually next week. I promise next week we will get back to Final Fantasy Tactics. We're all you need. You are all I need. Both you and Glippity. We're gonna watch this stream tank because it's gonna be like, oh joy, Pathfinder. Yeah. Anyways. I have played this a little bit. We're gonna start from scratch because I don't remember it. Storyline was pretty good so far. As far as I know, there's at least 3 that you can do, but I believe there's more scenarios you can play. We are going to play the main story. I'm going to put down my phone so I stop rocking it on the table. We're going to play it as normal, except I don't know why critical hits are set to weak, but whatever, we're playing it as normal. So if you play it on easy, everything is super easy. Screw that, normal. I don't need a challenging, because that's ridiculous. Also, Ryujinu, thank you for the resub. So, normal. Critical hits are considered weak. Death's Door is a thing that's basically if a character goes down, they have the Death's Door condition. If they suffer a deadly injury while under the effects of the condition, then they die. If you end up going on challenging, they don't have that option. Dead companions can rise after combat. I have that turned off because fuck that, we're not lazy and we're not wimpy. We've played Baldur's Gate, we're good. Remove negative effects on rest. No, fuck that. You need to do something about that shit. Auto level up. No. No. You foresee 2 hours of making a character. Shut up, Kaz. You're probably right. Enemy stat adjustment. Somewhat easier enemies. Damage to party. 0.8. 1. You know what? Critical hits. Normal. There you go. Fuck that. Custom. Enemy difficulty. Normal. Party speed depends on the weight you're carrying. Yes. That'd be kind of cool. Enable character... Actually, what's challenging? What is the difference? Let's do challenging, but we'll just do... Enable character retrain? No. Kingdom management? Normal. Only active companions that receive experience? No, fuck that. Only skill user receives... Okay, last... What's this? Only 1 save slot available in this mode. No, fuck that. Immersive mode. Disable almost all... No. Show tutorial, yes. Okay, we're good. So, we're gonna do create a new character. You have this game 2 hours is about right. To be honest, it's like 3.5 levels. Okay, we're gonna go quick, alright? Alright? Close the interface will reset the choices. Yeah, that's fine, because I didn't want a female. I don't know why it picks someone so quick. Quick, create a new character. Next. No, because we're gay male. We want a woman. We want a man. Okay, so... I have a pack installed which has a whole bunch of other character portraits because there's actually, when you get into the game, there's a very limited number of portraits. And I will show you the exact portrait we're going to do because we're going to be a wussy little elf. Because I always play as a wussy little elf. I actually like her portrait. It's really cool, even though it's pretty much a druid. But yeah, this is way more portraits than you should have. If you get this game, I suggest looking for this portrait pack. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't remember. All I remember was when I started the game, I was like, why are there no characters that I like? There's a particular spellcaster elf. I mean, are you surprised? Weezord? Weezord. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay. Anyways. There is a particular elf wizard portrait in here that I actually like a lot, and we're gonna use that. I just need to find it. God fucking damn it. Can I just hit this? No. Oh my god. I'm upset. Where is this? Where the fuck is the portrait? There's a lot of portraits. I'm really upset. Here it is. Found it. I like it. It's cool. It works. Let's do it. Okay. No! We're not a gnome. We're an elf. Okay. Strength. Okay, so it's I think it's a bye-bye. Okay, body type. Yeah. No. We're like a thin-ass little elf. Okay. The face. Like, oh my. Some of these faces. Like, okay. We're just gonna do the first one. It's fine. I don't feel like we need to do any other. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Filthy gnomish scum. Hairstyle. I usually try and just match the hairstyle of the character that's in the portrait, because otherwise it's like really weird. It's definitely not that. I mean, it could be that. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, there. Yeah. No beard. Why? Because elves don't have beards. Fuck you for thinking elves have beards. All those portraits that have elves with like 5 o'clock shadow, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know what an elf is like. Okay. Main hand, right hand, left hand, you can choose. So elves come with keen senses, elven magic. So keen senses, dwarves, elves, gnome, half-elves, half-orcs, and halflings receive a +2 racial bonus on perception checks. This is not 5e, this is based off of 3.5. Just remember that. Kaz knows, ask Kaz. Elven magic. Elves receive a +2 racial bonus on caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. In addition, elves receive a +2 racial bonus on knowledge arcana skill checks to identify the properties of magical items. That's pretty good. Elven immunities. Elves are immune to magical sleep effects and gain a +2 racial saving throw bonus against enchantment spells and effects. That's identical to 3.5. Hi, Josie. An elven weapon familiarity. They're proficient with long bows, including composite long bows, long swords, rapiers, and short bows, including composite short bows, and treat any word with the weapon, any weapon with the word elven in its name as a martial weapon. Done. Okay. Oof. Class. You could be an alchemist. Just throw bottles. Do you know what an alchemist does? They put a rock inside of a glass bottle. They say, this is my stone potion. Then they throw it at people. And they say, that's my damage modifier right there. It deals damage. And you're all like, you just threw a rock at someone with it's surrounded by glass. And they're like, it's a stone potion. Excuse me. Anyways, so magists. Magists spend many other time traveling the world, learning whatever martial or arcane secrets they can find. They might spend months learning a new sword fighting style from a master. Fuck that. Give me a wizard. Weezord! Look at this. Mystic Theurge. So, if you guys don't know, the next Pathfinder game, made by the same people, Owlcat Studios, just got fully kickstarted. It well exceeded its 300,000 mark, and honestly, based off of what I've seen of this game, they deserved it. We're going to keep these as the primary colors, because I don't know what other colors we're going to have. Okay. New character. So, what do we have? Arcane Bond. That's fine. Next. Wait. Stop it. I don't remember. What else do I have to pick? Next. There we go. Choose a school. I don't want to be a specialist school. We're going to be a normal, plain old universalist. So, Arcane Bond. We can get a familiar. Familiar is a okay, here's my problem with familiars if it runs like 3.5. A familiar in 3.5, when it dies, a wizard will lose half its hit points. Because it is magically bonded with them. I don't know if that works the same in this. I can have a duck. Did I see how much it hit? It hit like 3.1 million. So they were looking for $300,000 and it like hit just under 3.1 million because I think it was either 2.1 million or 3.1 million. They did not hit their last tier. But they did get really, really close. I'm not going to pick a familiar I'm actually going to pick the Arcane Bond. So the reason why I want to pick Arcane Bond is a bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that the wizard had prepared for the day. I could pick a Cat Familiar, which gives +3 bonus in stealth checks and +2 bonus in perception checks. Kitty. Can I name it? What? What are you doing? I was gonna name the Cat Familiar Bodhi. What? I have it facing you. Do you not want it to face you?
No, I'm trying to focus.
Oh, I didn't know if you were gonna make comments.
Oh no, I have to D&D.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry,
I'm moving
guys.
the mic.
Yeah, no, I am not at all.
Okay, I moved the mic back. That way, it doesn't feel distracted. Okay,
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no.
it's fine. I didn't know if you were possibly gonna say things on occasion.
I can't.
Pretty much leaving it like that. So allocate ability points. So intelligence is our main stat. Currently we have a +1 modifier. We want this to be relatively high-ish, but since it's 3.5, once we get to certain levels, we get bonuses to place somewhere. So I'm not too concerned with it being high. Dexterity just means we're gonna have more. So the higher the dexterity, the better the armor. Because based off of a dexterity modifier for armor class, we want the dexterity decently high. I don't want a negative to hit points, because that's just asking for too much. So we want it at least at a 10 for Constitution. Strength, I don't give a shit about. Wisdom is good for defenses, so let's get that at least to... What do we need? 13 is a +1. Charisma, I don't care much about. Let's get this up here. Let's give myself a little bit extra hit points. And Charisma, you know what? Let's get Charisma up to +2. I think it's a relatively good stat block right there, considering we don't really need much else. Skill points. We're going to put... So anything that's a check mark means we currently have it as a class skill. It means it only takes 1 point to bring it up, I believe. If you get a different one, I think you get 1 point does half a point. I think. I am totally wrong. Oh, geez. No. Shit, what was that based off of? Oh, so it gets a modifier based off my current. So Knowledge Arcana, let's bring that up. So this brings it up by 4 points for it being a class skill. So it's like if I put 1 point here, it'd be just 1 point. If I put 1 point here, 4 points because it's a class skill. Gotcha. So, and represents a character's knowledge about people, systems that make civilization run, and historical events that make societies what they are today. Yeah, sure. Pretty good about the world. Religion. We're a wizard. Okay, we're an elf, so we're going to say a little bit of athletics. I'm going to say we're going to know about nature, because why? Because we're a wizard. Use magic device. We don't need magic device. You know what? Persuasion's better. Give me a persuasion. Fuck it. I'm an elf. Perception. Get off of nature. I don't know nature. Persuasion. There we go. Wait, nature's like +1. Whatever. I'm not a druid. Fuck you people. Oh, so real quick. Armor class and saving throw, how 3.5 works. So, armor class currently is 13. It's the basics. The higher it is, the better it is. We're not dealing with 2nd edition with Baldur's Gate anymore for those of you that were here. We are back to what you're used to with 5e. The higher it is, the better it is. We have 13 based off of our dexterity alone because we have a +3 to our dexterity. Flat-footed basically means you're caught unawares, which means you can't even use your dexterity bonus because your character is just sort of staring and going, so basically no dexterity bonus, 10. Most characters have a flat-footed of 10. If you're wearing armor and you're caught flat-footed, your armor bonus is just your plate mail that you're wearing or whatever piece of armor that you're wearing minus your dexterity. That's how flat-footed works. Touch is basically, it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing. It's only a matter of how fast you are and any deflection type bonuses. So 13 because we're good at dexterity. That affects like if someone attempts to cast a spell that requires touch, our ability to move away based off of our dexterity makes it harder to hit us. Speed 30 is pretty much for every standard creature, unless you're a gnome or a halfling or a dwarf, because fuck them. And you're used to fortitude, reflex, and will saves. Those are pretty standard. Okay, let's go. Wait, did I miss something? What is this? Max rank value 1. Oh, okay, whatever. Next. Elves are good at touching? Yes. Okay. Feats that we can pick up. Spell focus. Choose a school of magic. Any spells you cast at that school are difficult to resist. Benefit. I think I get one extra one of these, don't I? Armor proficiency. I don't want that. Allied spell. None of your companions. Teamwork feat. Alertness. You get +2 perception on skill checks. If you have 10 or more ranks in the skill, the bonus increases to +4. Combat reflexes. You may make a number of additional attacks of opportunity. No. Deft hands. You get a +2 bonus on all trickery and use. No. Die hard. Dodge. 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 You gain a +1 dodge bonus to your armor class. Done. More. It makes us easier to just. It makes us better. Okay. Combat casting. So now, because we're a wizard, we get 1 meta magic feat, and these are the bonus meta magic feats that we can do. Spell penetration allows us to go through spell resistance easier. Reach spell allows us to extend the distance. Quicken spell means we can cast the spell quicker. Maximize spell means when you cast it, it hits at its maximum. Maximum possible effect. Heighten skill. You cast spells as if they were a higher level. Extend spell, you can make the spells last twice as long if they have duration. Empowering the spell increases the power of the spells, causing them to deal more damage. Elemental focus. Combat casting. You're adept at spell casting when threatened or distracted. +4 bonus on concentration checks made to a spell or use spell-like ability. We might do that one. Choose a school of magic. Any spell you cast at that school is more difficult. No. Combat casting. Keeps us better on our feet. Okay. Okay, spells. Going back to, what is this? Oh, these are cantrips. So, daze I like. Daze is good. Daze. No. Wait, go back. Wait. What happened to the first? What happened to cantrips? Back. God fucking damn it. What happened to the level 0 cantrips? Why can't I get back to the cantrips? You wizard, you get them all? Oh. Okay. Color spray, no. Mage armor, we always use mage armor. Why? Because it keeps us alive. Magic missile, because it makes us happier. Sleep is a definite early on. God damn it. Mage armor. Mage armor doesn't work like in Baldur's Gate. It's more what we're used to in the other games. It's 1 hour per level. So it's going to take longer to last, but it does keep us alive more often. Sleep is good, especially at low levels, so we're going to worry about that. Vanish. Touch creature becomes invisible for a short time. If a check is required, a visible creature has a +20 bonus on stealth checks. Color spray. Yeah, we'll do color spray. Cause fear, burning hands. I do like burning hands. How about expeditious retreat? It makes us run faster. Hurricane blow. Any arrow fired from bow or crossbow you are carrying when the spell is cast deals damage as if one size larger than it actually is. For an instance, an arrow fired from a medium longbow normally deals 1d8 points of damage, but it would instead deal 2d6 points of damage if fired from a hurricane bow. What? Hypnotism. Gestures and droning incantation fascinate nearby living creatures, causing them to stop and stare blankly at you in a dazed condition. Roll 2d4 to see how many total hit dice a creature are affected. How about... how we can make them smaller? You know what? Shield is always good just in case, because doesn't it protect against magic missile? Yeah. Stunning barrier. Field provides +1 deflection bonus to armor class and +1 resistance bonus on saves. Any creature that strikes you with a melee attack is stunned 1 round. Done. Okay. We got some defensive spells. We're primarily support at the moment, but that's okay. Choose my voice.
This will hurt! Their life ends here. A mere flesh wound.
Is the volume too low? It seems pretty low. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. What?
Nothing. Nothing that you can do. I'm so happy right now.
Isaac figured out a way to kill off Cat.
We do it my way. I have no use for this. I'll take care of it. Burn! Forwards!
Together I shall not fall. Let us press on.
This is my path. Adventure.
Enemy near. Everyone counts on me. My skills exceed yours. Let us bide on a solid...
Calm down. This will hurt. We will be victorious.
The path is clear.
Why is the music so loud? I'm gonna drop the music and change the voice volume, by the way. Birthday! We're gonna do something similar to mine here. It's gonna be the 21st of the 11th month. So it's the 21st of Neth. We're gonna say reserved. Choose an alignment. We are gonna do neutral good. I usually play these games good.
Not you. I'm just thinking.
Oh.
You know when you think. And
I thought you were upset I wasn't evil for a change. You know, fuck it. Chaotic good. I don't, fuck it. Do whatever I want. Choose a name. Dilly.
Enemy near.
That's perfect. Okay, done. How's that, Kaz? Was that faster than 2 hours? Filthy good, guys. Chaotic neutral is where it's at. Chaotic neutral is essentially insanity. A good rest will remove the fatigued and exhausted conditions. I do know that there's a travel mechanic in this, and it's pretty cool.
Started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
I do like chaotic good.
Where are they? This is taking forever. It didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
Okay, if I remember, you can actually hover over this or something. Yeah. The Aldori Sword Lords arose when famed swordsman Baron Syrian Aldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Rossland for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. Though they are considered some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region, they are also obsessed with personal standing and honor. And then Brevoy is a relatively young nation, having only existed since 4499 AR, whatever that means. The history of Brevoy before this time is the history of two often warring nations, Issia and Rossland. The coming of Coral the Conqueror changed all this. After securing the defeat and surrender of the two nations, Coral christened his family House Rogarvia. Its rule ended with the mysterious disappearance of every member of House Rogarvia in 4699 AR, whatever that means, leaving Brevoy in a precarious political position. There is probably some Pathfinder geek one day that will look at this once it's uploaded on YouTube and will be all like, God, you didn't know what any of that was. You obviously aren't worthy of playing this game.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
She's adorable.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
So I've noticed it's not saying any of the descriptive stuff. The mayor, a middle-aged man with bushy sideburns and a monocle, wears a beaming smile.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, None of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Okay, the Stolen Lands are almost wholly unsettled region in the northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy and serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Traditionally, the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids, the Stolen Lands are regarded as stolen by all nations along their border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long. So basically, everyone's all like, they stole them from us. No, they stole them from us. No, they stole them from us.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
If I may please answer the question.
She takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down as everyone directs their attention toward her.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
You're helping us found a barony? What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with. Not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
So political reasonings.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. It's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Joseph Salemius, I don't get a portrait.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I'm Dilly, pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
She has a crush on you. Look how tiny she is compared to your character. She's so small. I think she's a halfling. Going out a bit strong there, Linny. Her name's Lindsay. You forgot to say. How dare you? Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
So not gonna lie, having played this a little bit and not gotten very far, Lindsay is absolutely adorable, and I'm very, very glad I chose good instead of evil like I would do for the stream, because if we didn't have her, it would have made me cry, because she is part of the main reason I love this game with as little as I played it.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
What about that barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree. Alright, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
The first step on the road to glory. My quill takes its first sip from the ink pot and scripts, or rather scribbles. Wait a minute, where is that? Okay. You have to read the journal, and I'm waving my arms in the gayest fashion possible. My quill takes its first sip from the ink pot and scripts, or rather scribbles, the first lines of the book about the travels, adventures, and victories that lie ahead. The book that will extol both its hero and me, its author, Lindsay, the note to self when I come up with a fancy nickname added here. I am writing this in the banquet hall, where Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori has just finished telling us about the mission that lies before us. Tomorrow at dawn, our team will set off to the Stolen Lands in order to accomplish glorious feats. This is where my book begins, and the gods themselves can't say what will happen next. Leave the hall. We have a long road ahead of us, but we will need a good night's sleep. Fortunately, Lady Jamandi has graciously given us each a bedroom in her mansion. I have to admit, I am so excited that I won't be able to even close my eyes. Fortunately, I've had a chance to talk with the future hero of my book. I think Dilly is just the person I was looking for. He's so adorable. Okay, let me see if I can lower music compared to... Okay, master volume. Music volume. You're going down to 70. Voice volume staying up. Ambient volume, you're going down to 85. Magic chance, 90. Okay. Done. Still.
I shall not fail.
Tomorrow, a glorious journey begins. Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need layabouts. Click on the location you want to walk and your character will start moving toward it. Location be marked with a special symbol. If the location isn't accessible, the symbol will instead appear on the nearest accessible location. A large map of Brevoy and its surroundings dotted with numerous cryptic marks and notes. So you can move around. I don't think you can move the map. Like, I don't think you can rotate it. Harem. This expedition's surely doomed. Jathal. Adventure. Where's what's her name? Whatever. Oh. Click this icon to exit the current area. You've got a mod that adds more classes, slightly adjusts companion classes. Harem is a war priest, makes more... Yeah, Harem is a war priest.
Help! Help!
Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot and she holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
As if to lend credence to Lindsay's words, a scream echoes from the hallway. I believe F5 is quick save. Oh. You're not going anywhere.
Enemy near.
This is my daze spell. Spell clouds the mind of a humanoid creature with 4 or fewer hit dice, so it takes no actions. Humanoids of 5 or more hit dice are not affected. We don't have to worry because we're low level, so we're going to use this right now. Okay.
A solid plan.
I don't even know what my current attacks are. Oh. Come on, shoot! It's because it's a crossbow. What is this? Touch of Fatigue. Necromancy, lower level. Jeez, I have so many spells here. I don't want to use any of my major ones. Phoenix Wolf! Thank you for the 10 bits! Hi, how are you doing? It's very sweet. Acid Splash. Ray of Frost. That's usually a ranged touch, I think. Rave projects from your pointing finger. You must succeed on a ranged touch. You know what? Whatever. Disrupt Undead. Like, where is our spellbook? Where are our first level or our 0 level spells? How do I go up? There we go. Daze, Light, Resistance, Disrupt, Touch of Fatigue, Flare. There we go. How do I add these to my bar? Oh, it's not considered memorized, that's why. Acid Splash. Wait, what does this require? You must succeed on a ranged touch, that's fine. Go. You got an attack of opportunity. Is that because I cast a spell? Here. Okay, he's dazed again. Acid Splash. Fuck this. He's still dazed. The daze lasts a decent amount of time. Oh, God. What is this, solitary D&D? Basically. Follow Lindsay, leave the hall. So, I didn't manage to get any sleep, but it was due to my excitement. In the middle of the night, the mansion was attacked by some cutthroats who came out of nowhere. Blood and screams everywhere. It was terrible. I had no idea what was going on, but Dilly was in the room next door, so I decided we had to team up or they'd cut us down one by one. Okay. Search him. Chain shirt, dagger. I'm not going to grab a bunch of stuff, even though you can. You can hold down tab to see everything. I'm not going to do that either. Spells. Here we go. That's how we can see our spell book and get everything. Okay. Light causes touch party member to glow like a torch, shedding normal light in 20-foot radius. Touch of Fatigue, channel negative energy. Resistance, imbue with magical energy that protects it from hard ground. +1 resistance save. This is 3rd edition. Hand of the Apprentice. You cause your melee weapon to fly from your grasp and strike a foe before instantly returning to you. As a standard action, you can make a single attack using a melee weapon at a range of 30 feet. This attack is treated as a ranged attack with a thrown weapon, except that you add your intelligence modifier. You basically use the force. S's spells, A abilities, B belt. Me likey. Abilities. Belt. I have a bunch of scrolls. I like that. Wait, how do I stack that scroll? Can I stack this? No. Scroll of Expeditious Retreat. Okay. Quick save done. Okay, let's go. The assassins are already here. Quickly follow me. Lindsay's journal contains your current quests and tasks. When their status changes, you will also see a notification on the main screen. To open Lindsay's journal, press J. Oh, there's 2 assassins over there. Here. I like how it, like, chose what was done for me. I didn't want color spray. They got someone. We have to help. Look, they're running. Get them. And what shall I do with this one? We'll finish him later. We won't get away. Get that one. Oh, jeez. That was fine. Here, get him this way. No, don't do anything to Lindsay. I missed. Daze him. Just daze him. Help Lindsay. There, he's dazed. What is this one? Jolt. Cause a spark of electricity to strike the target with a successful range touch. Here, let's electrocute him.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Oh boy.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gather before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
A fancy golden signet ring with an intricate monogram, a personal gift from Tartuccio to Dilly, grants a +1 bonus to armor classes. Deflection bonuses does not stack with other deflection bonuses. It's sweet. Here, let's give it to her. I can't. Can't be equipped by this character. Well, I guess she's gonna hold on to it then. Can she hold on to it? Can I put it in her belt?
I would love to, but I can't.
Okay, so I have played this enough to know that Tartuccio is an ass and uses that ring to frame you. I'm not equipping it because if you have it on your finger, he will use it as a way to fuck you over. What is he again? I believe he's a gnome, like he's an evoker or something. He's freaking ugly. He's a sorcerer with no equal. He's a powerful sorcerer who can burn an enemy to a crisp with a flick of his finger. Unfortunately, his power is matched only by his arrogance. I wonder why his power is always given to such self-satisfying people. Illusionist sorcerer. If acquired a ring in order to equip it. I'm not equipping it. Gold coins. Incense.
We should prepare.
At least we get a party of 6 in this one. Like, I like Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, but you only get a party of like 4 in that. 4 or 5. Gold coins. Map of Old. We don't need that. Curse of Ancient Yobaria by... No, we don't need that. What is incense? You acquired this item? No. Here. Put this back. I'm not gonna... It's a valuable item. Let's not take valuables. This isn't our mansion. This guy's 100%... His class is ugly.
The path is clear.
Gold coins, copper ring. What is this? Can we get through this door? No. Oh. It is possible to die in the tutorial. Here, you go in the front. I like how my character's just there.
Everyone counts on me.
Shit.
My patience is running thin.
What does he have? Burning hands?
Our duty calls.
Just letting the ink dry.
And she has days too. She's a... So Lindsay... Look how cute she is. She's so tiny. Lindsay is the hero's chronicler. I'm Lindsay, the author of the book you, my dear reader, hold in your hands. I once studied at the Academy of the Arts in Pitax, but I decided that a real bard doesn't belong with within the suffocating walls of some school. I instead set off to find a hero, one worthy of being praised throughout the ages, and that's how I came to chronicle Dilly's journey to the Stolen Lands and all that happened afterwards. She is a halfling bard. She's cute. She's very cute. Okay.
They dare to attack me?
Oh, somewhat. So, okay. There was some will saves going on.
Aim carefully.
Cure light wounds. She has. Where is her song? Inspire courage. And then. Ow. Tartuccio, what are you doing?
To me.
Here. It's too far away. I just wasted the spell. Ow. I like everyone is just. He will saved. Goody. Why do you suck so much? Get over here. Stop being a failure. Here. Oh, I think it's we're missing because of the range touch. Yeah. Do that again. Here, just daze them. Be adorable and daze them. You suck. Oh my god. Everyone, fucking kill one. How are we? How am I shooting through a bookcase?
A solid plan.
Let the bitch baby die. Lindsay's tanking. She basically is. How many cure light wounds does she have? She has 2. And she has an ear-piercing scream. Unleash a powerful scream inaudible to all but a single target. It stays for 1 round and takes 1d6 points of sonic damage per 2 caster levels, up to a maximum 5d6. That's pretty good. I like how my character just sits down.
The road awaits.
Oh, potions. What is this? Padded armor. Lindsay, do you want this? What are you wearing? Leather armor. This is shit. How do we drop this? Drop. Cure moderate wounds, cure light wounds. Here. The power of magic. Pretty much. 1 short bow. Reason being, we don't have ammo in this, and as much as I do like a crossbow, short bows are faster. Because so if you look at this, the crossbow's critical hit damage is ×2, but it critically hits on a 19 or a 20. It also goes an extra 10 feet compared to the short bow. But short bow's lighter. It's a martial proficiency group. Can she use that? What is her proficiencies? Simple. Simple. Never mind. She gets this. Just picked this one up yourself last week and you've been loving it so far. Was kind of surprised how much that a half-orc Weezord would have to rely on a crossbow though, lol. Yeah, because it's 3.5. I mean, your crossbows has the potential of dealing way more damage than your cantrips do. So there's a chest here. Hide armor, heavy mace, leave it. Oh no, is everyone dead? Pathetic. They couldn't even defend themselves, but they thought they could conquer the stolen lands. What is this? Tianxia ink. Useful household item. A merchant would pay well for it. No.
Let us be careful.
I really here.
I shall not fail.
Where is my... Not my belt. Abilities. I didn't want to use Hand of the Apprentice. How did I end up with Hand of the Apprentice instead of the other ability? Did it undo what I wanted? Because I wanted the one where it was, you could use your bonded magical item. Yeah, Arcane Bond. Bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that the wizard had prepared. How do I do this? How do I do this? There we go. Got it. I figured it out just as you said, Kaz. Kitty! Trout, a cooking ingredient. We're taking that. They don't need it. Take all the cooking ingredients. They don't need it. That went on my phone too. Ooh.
It was my stuff.
Oh. Silver ring, we're not taking it.
I'll text you back in a bit.
I wrote it like I saw it.
1d8 damage. I don't like the fact that I'm down to 5 out of 8 slots hit points, but
It's the end for you rats!
Let us bide our time.
yeah, I figured this is where I could organize my stuff from. So I'm gonna do this. Disrupt undead. Ugh. What is this? Channel negative energy through your hand, fatiguing the target. You may succeed on a touch attack to strike a target. Subject is immediately fatigued for the spell's duration. This spell has no effect on a creature that is already fatigued. This is actually a decent spell. It's not horrible. It's just not as good as it could be. What is this? Charge? You're not charging. Coup de grace. Okay, so coup de grace in 3.5 is if an enemy is incapacitated, you can use a coup de grace, which means your character takes extra time, but it's an instant kill. Hand of the Apprentice, spell-like ability. Here, we'll put the coup de grace over here. What is this? Defend? Fighting defensively. Yes, we'll put this here. Acrobatics. You can move through a threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity from an enemy by using acrobatics. Okay. There. That's fine. Meh. I really wish that I had a different spell.
Forwards! Let's make this quick. Let's die already.
Oh. Hi, Amiri. You did so well on your own. You look angry. The Barbarian's face is distorted with rage.
Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
She grinds her teeth and swift drips from her forehead. Noticing Tartuccio, she swings her sword, but just stops it just in time.
Blood for Gorum!
Mary takes a deep breath and barks out blood for Gorum. Swinging her bloody sword, she runs toward the sound of battle. Gorum is the Our Lord in Iron. It's a god of battle above all other pursuits. It's said that he would rust away into nothingness if there is ever a time with no more conflicts to be fought. His faithful believe he is present in every iron weapon of war that is forged. Okay.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What? Stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
I have a curiosity.
The path is clear.
What if
duty calls.
No. Where's the
I don't tolerate fools.
How do I force an attack?
Observe the others. Learn from their mistakes before they learn from yours.
Forth.
I want to know if we can kill him.
Adventures call to them.
I shall not fail.
Magic missile.
This was not supposed to happen.
I know it's not supposed to happen. According to the story, you're supposed to be alive.
This was not supposed to happen.
Let us bide our time.
This was not supposed to happen.
He has 1 hit point.
Our duty calls.
It won't let you kill him.
This was not supposed to happen.
He can't die. He can't die. Maybe we should just send him into every room. Dojiji really is like the top 10 most punchable characters. He really is. Like, but at the same time, it's just a credit to whoever created him, the fact that you hate him so much. There they are, the assassins. This is your last chance. Drop your weapons and we'll spare your lives. So generous. I'm afraid I can't offer you the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug, get them. Freaking frost giant? I forgot about him. He's fine. Oh. That's fine. 49 damage. Yeah, it's a frost giant. It's its ability. It just uses Cone of Cold. Oh my god. That's like a... What is that? A 4th or 5th level wizard spell, typically? Hey, let's... How are you? You're fine. You got a club here. It's useful. Oh, all of you. Yeah. What is this? A longsword? A longsword? Spear? Passage is blocked. You can't make it through this way. Can we go out this way? I don't remember. We have to go this way. Look at how small she is. She's so small. Sometimes interacting with an object requires a skill check. A successful check may be needed for a variety of tasks. Unlocking a door, opening a chest, disabling a trap, moving a heavy object, reading an inscription in an ancient language, etc. Different skills are used for different checks. If multiple characters are selected at once, the character with the highest skill point will perform the action. Some skill checks, like trap disarming, can be attempted multiple times. Other, like unlocking doors and spotting hidden things, can only be retried after a character raises their skill rank. Some items... Hi, Evan. Some items and spells can give characters a bonus to a skill check, but applying this bonus doesn't give you a chance to retry a failed check. Heavy gate is securely locked. Dexterity.
Completed.
They dare to
Oh god.
attack me? Leave this one to me.
You, tank. No one can hurt you. Yeah, burning hands. Oh, it's so worthless. Here. Oh, Lindsay, no! So the other thing about characters with weapons, since she only has a long-range weapon, it's detrimental if someone gets close to her because I believe she has a penalty.
A solid plan.
Okay, we're good with her. Good, Lindsay.
Serves you right.
Forwards!
Just die already!
He's doing so good. Fuck, I just dropped my goddamn phone on my fucking foot. I'm sorry, do you have like a... What is it, a Nokia? Was that? Is that what it was called? Ha! I made an old joke. It was so old that no one understood it. Help break the door to the armory and find some weapons. This is a nightmare. This mansion is swarming with cutthroats, killing everyone they can find. Lady Germonti is on the defensive in the banquet hall, and we have to help her. We have to gather anyone who is still alive along the way. Break the door to the armory and find some weapons.
Applause, please.
Where's the door to the armory? Is this it? Door is securely locked. Cannot be opened without a key.
The path is clear.
This is the armory. Press tab key to highlight all interactive objects in the vicinity.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
Yeah.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
Stealing from a sword lord in her own mansion, she'd have her heads.
How would she know it was us and not the assassins? Unless someone planned on telling her.
The gnome throws a sideways glance at Lindsay.
Don't drag me into this. You do what you want, but I'm not taking a single coin.
Yeah, we're not touching that. Do we have to break the door to the armory? That's not... Hold on. Watch a small key that opens the northern wing of the mansion. So I know for a fact that if you take the shit from here, he's gonna end up using it against you as well. Each character can carry a limited amount of weight based on their strength score. Each character carries the weight of their personal equipment as well as part of the party's shared stash. There are 3 stages of encumbrance: light load, medium load, and heavy load. Medium and heavy loads burden the character, limiting their abilities in battle. You can see the penalties a character is currently suffering due to their carried weight by pointing at the encumbrance gauge under the character's equipment window. So, where is that? Under here. Where's the... Okay, right there. Oh, geez. She can't carry much. Well, she's also tiny. What did you do? What? Oh my god. Why does Angela have... Why does she have a beard?
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
Tartuccio eyes Jathal suspiciously.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Josie, how dare you!
You're so cute.
This is a nightmare. The mansion's swarming with cutthroats, killing everyone they can find. Lady Jamondi's on the defensive in the banquet hall, and we have to help her, and we have to gather anyone who is still alive along the way. Go through the trap-filled hallway.
And Lindsay was called forth.
What is her deal? Jaethal is an elf from Keonan, and one who is not quite alive. The elves exiled her from their kingdom for her terrible deeds. Her search for a new home and a new patron has brought her to our leader's banner. She pays little heed to her companions, and when she does, she behaves as if she's ready to bite their heads off. She gives me the creeps. Let's hope our enemies are just as frightened. She's an inquisitor. They tend to move from place to place, chasing down enemies and researching emerging threats. As a result, they often travel with others, if for no other reason than to mask their presence. The Inquisitors work with members of their faith whenever possible, but even such allies are not above suspicion. I have no idea what an Inquisitor is. Judgment. The Inquisitor is filled with divine wrath, gaining a +1 sacred bonus on all weapon damage rolls. This bonus increases by +1 for every 3 Inquisitor levels she possesses. She has a demoralizing persuasion. She has a judgment, healing, judgment, justice. Okay.
Ask.
She has a whole bunch of attacks.
I wrote it like I
You
saw
have
it.
my attention. I will grant your request.
Gold coins, carved beads. We're not getting those.
How curious.
Inquisitors are like diet paladins with a focus on teamwork feats. Really? That actually makes some sense. Look at her, look at her.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Lindsay!
Anything else?
Yay.
I see something. Applause, please. Would you look at that?
What are these? They're like little crystals.
Applause, please.
It's like how whenever she does it, she's all like, applause, please. Applause, please. What is this? Chainmail armor. I don't want to pick up anything because I don't know what we can keep and what we can't. It's fine. Scroll of Shield of Faith. Scroll of Bless. I don't think... You found a scroll, a single-use item that allows you to use a spell that's written upon it. For a character to use it, that character must have the Use Magic Device skill or be of the class which could have eventually learn to cast the spell. For convenience, it is best to place things like scrolls into a character's quick slots. Yeah, so the only person that probably could do that is her. I'm not going to. In fact, you have some nice scrolls you should give us. Nice. Thanks. You don't need this. No. Can she die? Can she keep everything? How's Isaac doing? He's sitting here quietly, like, stressing out.
I'm so behind. That's how I'm doing.
He's so behind. That's how he's doing. Can we take Tartuccio's stuff? I mean, we could take his crossbow, but I don't think it's going to matter. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jamondi's cash has to be here somewhere. We'll hurry it up before... Stop, someone's coming.
Let's make this quick.
Oh my god, just... What is this she has? Inflict light wounds, necromancy. Oh, she has to be right next to them, look at that. Divine favor, calling upon the strength and wisdom of a deity, you gain a +1 luck bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls for every 3 caster levels you have. Trying to see what she has. So she basically has a lot of... Oh, she gets the guidance spell. So she does have divinity. Virtue. Granting subjects +1 temporary hit point. Give it to Lindsay. No, don't do that.
Unworthy.
You deserved it.
She's not doing well, but for being undead. Like, if only she had healing. She's surrounded by healing light, gaining fast healing 1. This causes the Inquisitor to heal 1 point of damage each round as long as the Inquisitor is alive and Judgment lasts. That's kind of cool looking.
Wretched things.
She's not doing too well. Actually, Tartuccio. Why didn't I do this earlier? Well, she's dead.
Request.
She's not quite dead. Find and open a cache in Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori's manor. I guess... What is this? Judgment Justice. She doesn't have any more judgments. I guess if she had her armor, she wouldn't be dying so heavily. Don't heal Jathal, that kills her. Well, maybe she shouldn't have healing abilities. Here, you should just... Like, didn't she have a treating abilities? Treat affliction. No, wait. It's a special ability. Means send to a single disease or poison character. Never mind. Oh, yeah. I've done this puzzle before. So, universal... Rusty horseshoe. That's nice. Silver disc. By the way, here's some nice potions. Thanks. Oh my God. How many potions can you keep on your belt? There you go. All right.
Let us be careful.
When you want to wear a hat, but your head is so small. Are you talking about Lindsay? Don't talk about Lindsay that way. Tom, why? You have never had Cheetos. Are they this atomic orange? They are very atomic orange. They're also weirdly addictive.
The road awaits.
State your desire.
I shall not fail.
Ask.
Our duty calls.
What troubles you?
Oh, shit.
You have my attention.
Observe the others. Learn from their mistakes before they
let
learn
me
from
in
yours. We should prepare.
God fucking damn it.
Request.
Let us bide our time. Everyone counts on me.
I have a feeling they all need their swords up.
I shall not fail.
Speak.
The road awaits.
Wait a minute. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself?
Should prepare.
What is she doing? She was dancing.
Let us bide our time.
Oh my god.
Anything is possible.
I don't remember how to do these.
Share your will.
Adventures call to that.
Ask.
Everyone counts on me.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I shall not fail.
I'm so upset right now. I'm so close.
Request.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
Speak.
Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great? Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Our duty calls.
Screw this. I don't care. I did it the first time. It's just a lot of playing around with them. I just don't remember how to do it. And I'm not super great at doing those off the top of my head.
The path is clear. Enemy near.
Despicable.
Tartuccio. Is she on the ground again? What good is she right now? Maybe we shouldn't have had her die so horribly.
My skills exceed yours.
Tartuccio, what are you doing?
Can we retreat now?
No. You're immortal.
Any last
We've learned
wishes?
this.
You are outmatched.
Ha! Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
Tiefin girl saw you at the reception before the attack stops nearby and waves her tail with excitement.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You didn't heal her after her last fight. Of course she's on the ground again. I don't know how to heal her. You sound like a Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends.
There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Vincent! Hi! You got a new gaming PC. Should you get Final Fantasy XIV or is it too late in its lifespan to enjoy it? It is not too late in its lifespan to enjoy it. There is a lot to go through unless you end up paying for the extra thing that boosts you up. Me personally, I suggest at least playing through it to watch the story. If that's your thing. If it's not, then do it however. But it's definitely still available and very much there to play. Help the wounded dwarf. How do I heal her?
The undead is such a frivolous term. I prefer immortal, eternal, everlasting. Share your will.
Wow. I don't know how to heal her. You were like, of course she's on the ground. You didn't heal her last time. I'm like, but you told me not to.
You have my attention.
You said healing her kills her. What am I supposed to do?
Anything is possible.
Here. Heal.
Yes. This can't be over.
Inflict wounds heals undead? I don't have inflict wounds. I mean, unless she does.
Ask.
Hold on, let me find out. Oh, she does.
Tashani Savitu.
Because it's negative energy. Duh.
Tashani Savitu.
Okay, now she's better. I mean, I did enjoy her dying horribly.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
A dwarf is lying on the ground, staring into the dark sky. He doesn't seem to have any severe wounds, but his trembling whisper is weak, as though he were at death's door. Pour one of the dwarf's healing potions into his mouth. Born in Rainbows, thank you for the resub! Oh, 17 months, wow. That's sweet. Thank you so much. And it's good to have you here, as always. Thanks for the advice. You had a bad PC for over 10 years now. Jeez! You have no idea what games to play. You missed so many. There are a lot of them out there. All I can say is go through Steam, wishlist what you want, buy things as they go on sale. Otherwise, you'll end up breaking the bank. Especially if you're trying to cover 10 years. Also, I can't recommend GOG.com enough, especially with its new launcher if you guys haven't done it. And no, we're not sponsored or anything like that. I just really like GOG. Anyways, pour one of the dwarf's healing potions into his mouth. This should help.
Too late. Forgive me. Oblivion is calling.
The dwarves, wounds shallow as they are, begin to heal, but he seems not to notice as he keeps whispering. Aren't you being a little premature? Look at yourself. You've barely got a scratch.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right.
You need to utilize Boot Camp on your iMac so you can get a 32-bit version of Windows to play all kinds of games. Isn't Parallels work? I don't know which one's the better one. Why Baldur's Gate just changed. Shut up, Holly.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Harem has a horrible, horrible, horrible desire to die. He's a servant of a dark god. Abandon hope and embrace the inevitable end. That's the kind of speech that Harem's companions must endure every single day. A priest of Grotus, Harem left his dwarven home to spread the word of the god of end times throughout the stolen lands. Although, if you ask me, Harem's just a whiner, a one-of-a-kind. Yeah, he's a cleric, and his patron god is the god of death and here. Grotus is the god of end times, a sentient and cruel moonlet that looks down upon the boneyard and waits for the last living soul to die. When Pharasma judges the last soul after the last living body dies on the material plane, Grotus will descend to the boneyard and move on to the material plane to clean up and pack the dust away for another reality. No one really knows what Grotus is going to do once the last soul is judged, but it's generally accepted that it will not be pleasant. Domains are chaos, darkness, destruction, and madness. So 3.5 edition D&D, same as with Pathfinder. Clerics can basically only use blunt weapons like you do in Baldur's Gate, with exceptions. They do get favored weapons based upon their god. So in this case, with Harem, he has the favored weapon of a heavy flail that he can end up using. I may be completely wrong on that, and it may be just a matter of what the proficiency you end up getting is. Because he does get a proficiency in flail, and then heavy flail, and then he has a simple weapon proficiency. I think every cleric just gets simple weapon proficiency, and then automatic weapon proficiency in whatever their god's weapon is. I think that might be it. He also apparently has a familiar of some sort. But I don't see a familiar. It's really weird. Clerics and druids can convert their spells spontaneously. A cleric of good alignment doesn't need to prepare healing spells. They can spend almost any prepared spell to cast a cure spell at the same level. I forgot they did that in 3rd edition D&D, and it was so useful and cool. So, basically, clerics in 3.5 D&D, and the same as with Pathfinder, is they prepared their spells, same as a wizard did in respects, to use throughout the day. However, instead of actually casting one of the spells, they could convert it into healing magic, or essentially into negative energy, depending on their god and their domains that they ended up working on. It made them far more versatile and far more healing oriented, instead of needing to have your clerics make sure that they were spending spell slots on cure light wounds and stuff like that. During the character creation, clerics of neutral alignment can choose whether their converted spells cure or inflict. A druid can convert almost any prepared spell into summon nature's ally of the same level. So I think that should be this one. No. Channel positive energy. Heal living? How do they end up converting? Is it an ability? Or is it under each of these? It's under each of these. It's the arrows. Okay. But I do like these abilities. I like the way they did Pathfinder for this game.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
The stout man's unshaven face is covered with scars. There's blood in his armor, but doesn't even seem to notice his wounds as he confidently gives orders to the guards.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Who are you?
Keston House Gares, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also get myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
She has, like, very specific interests. I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
The tiefling girl starts off and dashes through the fire.
Abadar keep you safe.
Abadar, god of cities, law, merchants, and wealth. Go through the fire. What does it say? We didn't break the door to the armory. Should we go back and break the door to the armory? Can we go back and break the door to the armory? I think we can. Hold on. Where was the door to the armory? I thought this was the armory. Why would we break the door? We, like, opened it. Bye, Evan Bear. Thank you for coming. I'm so confused because that looks like the door to the armory. Okay. Whatever. Illustrated book episodes. Some game events play out as illustrated book episodes. The decision you make during these episodes can have a drastic impact on the development of the game's plot. As with dialogues, you will often need to make various skill checks during these episodes. Depending on the circumstances, sometimes you'll need to choose one of your party members to perform an action, and sometimes an action will be automatically performed by the character with the highest skill bonus. And so our adventure started earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Dilly, and not at all by the scoundrel Tartuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through fire. Literally! As we approached the burning building, we drenched ourselves with buckets of water, tried to find a less dangerous passage, covered our noses and mouths. Let's drench ourselves with buckets of water. Prudence is the key to victory. Before moving through the fire, we thoroughly wet our clothes and hair. After that, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we had come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Dilly led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty, but now, amid the smoke and flames, she looked like a celestial avenger. An armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are 2 more, she shouted as she passed by us. "They are wounded. Help me pull them out." Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Dilly shouted to Valerie that she should leave them and join us to help Jamandi Aldori rush to save the guards from the fire. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you, she said. And now let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we'd rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. We gained 9 experience points. Lindsay's gay as fuck. She liked her. She's all like, She's all like, as we were rushing through the flames, we ran across, what was her name again? We ran across Valerie, the beautiful vestige of a goddess, and I just want to lick her. I'm just, okay.
I am yours to command.
You're welcome. So, she's a tower shield specialist, so she's basically a tank. She's also level 1. I think we're all level 1. Okay. Conditions. One of your characters is fatigued. Who? Oh, Valerie. It's just one of the negative conditions that can affect you during your game. To notify you that a character is under effect of a condition, a symbol will appear near their portrait. To find out more about this character's condition, open their character's screen. Fatigue. Fatigue characters cannot charge and take a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. Doing anything that would normally cause fatigue causes the fatigue character to become exhausted. After a complete rest, fatigue characters are no longer fatigued. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. You have banded mail armor, which is 7. It's not as good as... The chainmail's not as good. What about you, Haram? Chainmail. You're fine. Okay. Cough, cough, I thought I was a goner. We saved you. Why are there people outside? Trophies left behind. Studded leather. Let's get this one. What is that? A short bow. Padded armor, padded armor. Padded armor. These aren't worth much. Clubs are worth 1. Daggers are worth 1. What about this one? Chain shirt. We'll take that. What is that? It's an armor class of 4. It's not that high. Who can wear this? It's a light armor. That's medium armor. Oh, I think Lindsay can wear this one. Light shield. What is this? Just a spear? We are not taking this. We are not taking that. If your kingdom is destroyed, the game will be over. There's our kingdom! Reinforcements are already on the way. Say your prayers, scum. Help has arrived. Quick, we need to save Lady what's her name? Right. Let's go, everyone.
Yes, I'm still here.
True Strike, Bane, whatever. You, get over here. You survive everything. Tartuccio's on the ground.
A solid plan.
No.
Forwards.
No, get this. We need you to be singing. Lindsay, get over here. Because she helps everyone when she does this. Get rid of the spellcasters. Will save. Oh, it's because it's assassin leader.
You deserved it.
No.
A solid plan.
Come on. Earpiece scream hit him, and now he's dazed. Kill him! Everyone kill him! What the fuck is going on in here? Was that a manticore? In your faces, jerks. Now I want all this. Yes. I don't know what all this was. Bracers! This is great. Studded leather armor, yeah. You guys, how are you? Let's go get this. Look at that. I do like that they make sure that you don't miss anything. Also, I don't know where what's her name is. This is Miri. Not even departed and we already won our first battle. Seems like a good omen, right? Oh, it's over here. Jamandi.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him.
After a dramatic pause, he points a finger toward you.
Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Show your hands. What ring? What are you talking about?
Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here. We won't be searching anyone.
The mages you killed, you were summoning monsters to try and kill Lady Jamandi Aldori, but Lady Jamandi Aldori is a bad bitch and you can't kill her. Is she like Tartuccio? He just falls over dead and just gets up at the end?
There's definitely a spy among us. But who?
Tartuccio or Dilly?
Is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
Tiefling is obviously embarrassed.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
We didn't break into it. Sometimes your characters make difficult decisions relying on their conscience or lack thereof. Such decisions impact your character's alignment, gradually shifting your character toward good or evil, lawful or chaotic. Some dialogues feature special options that are available only to characters with certain alignments. We were in the middle of a battle in dire need of weapons. Middle of battle needed weapons. There was no time to run and ask permission. Forgive me for my trespass.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
You performed a lawful neutral action. Gain 9 experience.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
Oh my god, shut up.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by? Wouldn't have saved them without good reason. Dead soldiers are useless, but the wounded could still help Keston defend the mansion. Let's say neutral good.
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
Shellen is known as the Eternal Rose, the Eternal Maiden, and the Incorruptible, the goddess of art, beauty, love, and music, and the half-sister of Zon Zuthon. Okay. Bard goddess.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight. Not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
You want some healing magic again? Because it worked really well on you before.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
So, 2 different teams. One is headed by Tartuccio, the other is by me.
Lady Aldori, most of those who are to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior.
You mean a
But you're
1910
right,
Constitution
Valerie.
warrior.
They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
Abadar is the god of cities, law, merchants, and wealth.
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
I obviously will welcome the lesbian on board. I mean her.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
In other words, she wanted a free meal and a bed for the night.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
I did hit my bomb.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Camping supplies and rations ×4. Signed scroll of Raised Dead.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
So Patax is along a haven for thieves and smugglers. It's a hub for trade in the River Kingdoms. It aspires to be the center of culture and higher learning as well, but cannot escape its more unsavory origins. Royal House of Sertova is the current ruling family of Brevoy. It's the oldest Brevik noble family and the most influential. Their original holdings are the environs of Port Ice in the northern Isia on the shores of the Lake of Mists and Veils. The Sertovas are known as careful and cunning diplomats. Before Korol the Conqueror invaded, The Sertovas were known as pirates and raiders, and the family still has many connections with the pirates and the brigands of the region, many of whom are distant relations of the Sertova clan. Their family motto is, "Ours is the right."
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Was that our door? Was it? We're setting off on our first big adventure.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
This is a map of the stolen lands in their vicinity. To set out, click on one of the arrows near your party token. You can learn the whereabouts of significant locations by talking to characters or happening upon them during your journey. After learning about a location, you must find the way there yourself. Along the way, random encounters await. You may be attacked by monsters, or you may meet new acquaintances. After exiting the location of a random encounter, you will not be able to return there. Dear God, this map is huge. Oh my God, I didn't know, like, how big is this game? There's someone on the road, get ready. You can use the number keys on the keyboard. Oh God. Thylasanes.
Let us strike as one. Tear them apart.
This is where I step in.
It's just... Oh, I can't daze them.
Aim carefully.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Amiri, how much damage do you deal? Her strength is 16. Oh my God, her constitution is 19. How is she such a high constitution? She's human. Soryo. You're a halfling, you're so small. So Amiri, unstoppable warrior, she's a barbarian from the realm of the Mammoth Lord. She's blunt, a little crude, and doesn't talk much about her past, but her heart's in the right place. I wouldn't have anyone else at my side in battle. Valerie, this gorgeous vixen goddess. A reliable comrade in battle, proud Valerie rejected her destiny as a paladin of Shellen, instead leaving the order behind to find her own way in life. Her loyalty to our cause is only matched by her divine beauty. Sure, she can be a touch arrogant at times, but I can always feel safe when she's around, like she's a rock I can cling to. And then... I write this in the same banquet hall in which we just finished helping fight off a vile attack on the mansion. Our adventure started much earlier than I'd expected, and it turned out to be much crueler than I'd imagined. It pains me to think that so many of those who just recently heard Lady Aldori's speech are no longer with us, but still, against all odds, we venture forth. We didn't get secret room. Find and open a cache and sort... I mean, whatever. Bitter rival. The gnome sorcerer Tartuccio, our leader's rival for the Baron's coronet, is wandering somewhere in the stolen lands. He's cunning, dangerous, and definitely preparing something nasty for us. One way or another, we must defeat him. And then stolen lands. We're setting off on our first big adventure. Jamandi Aldori, a Restovic sword lord, is testing the contenders, weighing who shall be ruler of the stolen lands. There's only one way to prove that we are worthy of the title. Rid the area of the ravaging bandits and their leader, the bloody cutthroat known only as the Stag Lord. Tremble, ye scoundrels, we are coming. Now let's kill this thing.
Do not falter.
Are you kidding, everyone? All of you? As everyone? Amiri's the only one that did anything there. I'm just pointing that out. Skin. Can we skin any of the others? No? Okay. Oh my god.
Adventures call to them.
3 hit points. I'm so glad we used Cure Light Wounds. Bunny rabbit! I can't kill it. Rejected her destiny as a paladin, the goddess of beauty, Lindsay continues to display her crush. I like how the figure falls over. Here's Oleg's trading post. Why do you have so many messages? Oh. Your stepmom's trying to see if we're dying of
My corona?
Yeah, my corona. Did you notice that's what she messaged for? I'm checking to see how you guys are feeling. We're like, what? Just like we've been fine. What is she talking about? Oh, are you? Oh.
What you want?
Just look at this guy. Oh, bandits. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority of the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. How to make unlikable characters. Have them turn the guy's wife into a servant for them. At least they're not trying to do the other thing. Quiet down, dimwit Oleg. We're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. He's like, but I want to stare at the man's wife. Alignment dialogue. Some dialogues feature special options that are available in the characters with certain alignments. Yeah, we saw that. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here. Just because you put up that painted rag of yours, you come here, squeeze us dry, and come Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be guests from Restov. Not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way, and I'll let you go. Damn it, I could have done an evil. Lawful neutral, just kill them. I'm gonna lawful neutral good. I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way, and I'll let you go in peace. The woman smiles coldly. There was a woman bandit with them. All right, we'll leave, but what makes you think we won't just return with greater numbers? Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Restov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets. I've got color spray. What?
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
I will razzle dazzle them. Have you not seen color spray? I don't know what it does in 5th edition. What does it do? Oh, I don't have color spray. What? What does it do in 5th edition?
Use it. Find out.
I can't. It's also different in 30.5. Vivid cone of colors springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become... We're going to have to look at the book, because it won't look at it properly. Springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blinded and possibly knocking them prone. Each creature within the cone is affected according to its hit dice. 2 hit dice or less, the creature is blinded, stunned, and knocked prone for 2d4 rounds, then blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, and then stunned for 1 round. It's pretty epic.
It's a cop spell.
Yeah.
It's literally a cop spell.
It is. Get on the ground, all of you. Oh my god, run away. Lindsay, sing your best. Oh, you just be angry. It's about right for her. Charge.
survive. I always survive.
Oh, and Mary's down! Oh, okay.
I'll survive. I always survive.
Wait. Did you not get up? Oh, she has 4 hit points. No, she doesn't. She's up, though. Okay. Victories in combat and other advances will reward your character. Whatever. Leveling up.
The road awaits.
Okay. Leveling up. Do we get our maximum hit points for leveling up? I don't remember how this works for that. Color spray is surprisingly good at low levels. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Okay. Weezord, level 2. We'll increase will saving, and we'll increase base attack bonus. And we'll get an extra spell. We get 3 more points. We'll do Knowledge Arcana. Can we do Stealth? No, Knowledge Arcana. World is fine. Oh, the first point determine. Okay. World. Nah, we'll do World with 1. Perception. Let's go up. Nah, World drop down, and we'll do Persuasion up. I don't feel like I should have to focus on that. Here, there we go. New spells. Burning Hands is always good. What is Flare Burst? Functions as a flare except it affects all creatures in a 10-foot radius burst from the target point. That's kind of nice. This cantrip creates a burst of light. It's a cantrip. I don't want a cantrip. Oh. I'm trying to think of which ones I want. Snowball. Oh, yay, Snowball. I don't want Snowball. Shocking Grasp, no thanks. Ray of Enfeeblement's not necessarily bad. Cause Fear. I mean, that could be good in some ways. Becomes frightened if the subject succeeds at a will save. It is shaken for 1 round. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice are immune. Hate immunity stuff. Here, Grease. I honestly can't think of a better spell right now. Because they didn't give Chromatic Orb into this at all. Complete. Oh, I only got 14 hit points. Wait a minute. Represent how robust and healthy a creature is. Wounds subtract hit points, while healing restores hit points. Some abilities and spells grant temporary hit points. You're calling it My Corona to reference My Sharona? Yes. When a creature's hit points drop... Okay, what? Yeah, but... Shouldn't my... Oh, 14. 7. Oh, okay, I get it. We're gonna keep her as a fighter right now. Let's see. She gets skills. Religion lore. Pfft. Athletics. Here, you know more about religion because you're weird. Persuasion? Knowledge nature? I mean, someone needs to know about nature. Does she get a new skill here? Yeah, she does. Weapon focus will give her a base attack. Choose one type of weapon. You can also choose unarmed strike, or if you have a spellcaster. Harsh conditions or long exertions do not easily tire you. Gain +2 bonus on athletic checks and +4 bonus on fortitude. Give her exotic weapon proficiency, improved initiative, power attack. Like, I kind of want to give her weapon focus. On... What is she using right now? A sword? Like, a long sword? That seems like a good one, because then she could use the shield still. Okay. 29 hit points. Dear God, woman. Lindsay. You are gonna... I almost want to make her a cleric. Doesn't have the following features. Atheism. Wait. Wait. Wisdom is 10. She would be a shit cleric. She would be absolute garbage. Here, be a bard. Persuasion, you're adorable. Use magic device, sure, you're adorable. Knowledge of the world, no. Trickery, yes. Stealth, go. Stealth, go. Mobility? What is mobility for? I don't know what mobility is for. Jeez, look at her mobility going up. That's fine. And then she gets a new feat, fast stealth, combat trick. What is combat trick? Selects this talent, gains a bonus combat feat. Iron guts. Iron stomach train themselves to withstand potions, especially ingested ones. She just drinks poison. Weapon focus, skill focus.
Welcome back.
Oh my God, Agram. Thank you for the resub. Kenny Observer. +4 bonus when you make a perception check. That's fine. We'll do that with her. She gets a new spell. I don't know what these spells are. What's Feather Step? For the duration of this spell, the subject ignores the adverse movement effects of difficult terrain. Fuck that. Hideous laughter. The spell afflicts the subject with uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into gales of manic laughter. Falling prone, the subject can take no actions while laughing. This so feels like a spell that she should have. Can you imagine her doing that? Just making people laugh hysterically? Oh, yes. She's well versed. Becomes resistant to the bardic performance of others and to sonic effects in general. The bard gains a +4 bonus on saving throws made against bardic performance, sonic, and language-dependent effects. You're just a barbarian. Here you go. Your skills: athletics, mobility, lore nature. You can't persuade anyone. What do I give her? While raging, the barbarian gains a bite attack. If used as part of a full attack, the bite attack is made of the barbarian's full base. It's like guarded stance. I know. The barbarian can take on a more defensive posture. It grants her a +1 dodge bonus to her armor class for the duration of her current rage. This will make her more... She'll just... I need to. It's great. Okay, we're gonna leave it at here. Thank you guys for coming. I want to play a little bit more of this, but it's going to depend on how interested people are. We'll find out and gauge it a little bit. But Final Fantasy Tactics is picking up again next weekend. We're gonna send you guys to someone. Who are we gonna send you to? We're sending you to Kita. She's playing Fire Emblem. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. Those sound effects alone made Hannibal Fury necessary. Yes, it did. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for coming. I will be streaming tomorrow afternoon, but I do have a interview around 3 o'clock, so it'll be ended early. Might come back for a short period of time. We'll find out, but I'll see you guys tomorrow for those of you that are around. Have a good one and have a wonderful time. I'll see you tomorrow, Ori. Bye!